Do you believe that when you dream or you're in a dream state, you are like astral traveling, leaving your body to go somewhere, anywhere out there? I do. I believe that when I go to sleep, that is the time for me to learn lessons faster, maybe, right? Because we have no body to drag us down, as it were. And I don't necessarily mean that in a negative way. I just mean that having this doesn't let us go as fast as when we don't have this, you know? And, well, let's just say that I'm just going to pretend that you say you do, okay? So last night I had a dream, and you know, I've learned to decipher my dreams, and I'm sorry, I still kind of sort of feel the same way I did, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. It's best that you learn to just try to do that for yourself, because what's good for me might not, what means something for me might not have the same meaning for you. However, I do realize that it could be some people's gifts to decipher dreams, okay? I had a dream about a man, an ex-boyfriend, and ever since I broke up with him, after probably 5 years later, I started dreaming about him. So I knew that I was being her in the dream. So I was thinking recently about all my exes, and I was thinking that I haven't come in contact recently with 2 of them, because I'm still friends with all my exes. And you know, you think, well, because he did this to me, because he raped me, and because he tried to kill me when he was out of his mind, I'm never ever going to be his friend again. But I know I can't do that, because then that's stopping my own spiritual growth, and I don't want to hear, ooh, oh poor Tosh. There's no such thing as oh poor Tosh. I chose my lessons just like I believe you chose yours. So there's no bad. Well, not in my house. You can have bad in your house. I don't have bad in my house. Ever. Everything is a lesson. I can't be a hypocrite today and say, well, I don't believe in reincarnation, and because I don't believe in reincarnation, you know, today, then I didn't choose my mom and my name and my being a large black woman, yada, yada, yada. No, I believe I chose everything. Every little thing. Down to, you know, how many, you know, blood cells and corpuscles I have, everything. Anyway, so having that, having experienced, you know, rape and sodomy and abuse and at once, and then dreaming about this person and what was going on in their life, at first it was kind of, and so anyway, last night was the first time I had a dream about him in a long time. Years. So this time we got back together, and I remember distinctly in my dream, remembering the feeling of, because I was looking for, I said, you know, I let him back in my life. We're like sleeping in the same bed. We're not touching. Because, you know, it doesn't matter what you do or don't do, or how you forgive or don't forgive. Everything still takes baby steps. Everything. So in my head, I'm like at work thinking, I haven't even talked to him today. I wonder how he's doing. So I'm looking in my cell phone for his number, right? And I couldn't find his number in my cell phone. And I thought, that's odd. Well, let me put this Keith, and nothing was coming up. So I'm like, what is up with that? Oh, well. Oh, so I saw him. Of course, we're out of work now, and oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. I'm sorry. Making vid, and I'll answer it in the vid. So he came home and I came home and I said, well, where have you been all this time? I mean, the last time I saw you. So, see, in my dreams, I'm finally asking him the questions that I had at some point, I'm sure. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Do you have a son? Because see, at the beginning, I know when I left him for abusing me, after that, he started associating with his brother's ex-lover. And then I had dreams about them having a son. So in last night's dream, I was asking him, do you have a son? Did you go here? Did you go there? Where have you been? And he said, well, let's see. That was so long ago. I went to Canada. I don't remember the other places he said he went, but I know he said he went to Canada. And I said, wow, that's really great. So, and we're just chit-chatting, but like neither one of us is like making dinner. And, I felt good. Because even in the dream, I'm thinking, I thought I would feel worse seeing him and talking to him. Even though, whatever your lessons are in life, if I am here to help you learn your lessons, that's all good. I'm not going to hate you forever. And if you choose to hate somebody that did you wrong, then that's between you and whatever God you believe in. I don't have time to be hating anybody. That's a waste of energy, and I don't have energy to waste. Babies out there need me too much for me to be sitting here with my human skin on going, poor me, I hate men, they're so awful, and I'm never gonna trust anybody again. That's for shit. Life goes on. And if I stayed stuck in shit, what kind of person would that make me? An idiot. Yeah. So you can have that if you want, but I'm not having it. And I am so happy. I still talk to each and every one of my exes except that one. And Bob. So Bob, I'm looking for you. if you've moved from Grass Valley to Sacramento to San Jose, look me up. Tasha L. Harris, all one word, on Facebook. Even though I know you're not the Facebook type, but hey, it's a start. So find me there. But it felt really good not to have, any animosity or angst or hurt feelings or. Now, I was got to multitask, right? I got to make sure this laptop is on because it is charging my cell phone. So I'm just really, really happy about that. Okay, so I have a question. So my purpose in saying all that is I hope you guys really don't waste energy being mad at people. It does you no good. Even those people, that's, just hate on you. I mean, who was it that said, it's Cat Williams, it's your job to have haters. That lets you know you do the right thing. So happy to say I only have a couple. Darn, and that's fine. I'm going to love you right through it. I don't care how you feel. I'm still going to love you through it because I'm not going to waste my God-given, beautiful, wonderful, glorious goddess energy on you not liking yourself. I don't give a shit. I'm still going to like you. Let me see, Yamaya. Okay. How are you sure which Orisha calls to you? LD says, I believe you. Now, mind you, you're only asking me. So whoever's answering this at the bottom in the comments, she's only asking me. But please feel free to put your own comments. So for me, they started coming to me in my dreams. But I firmly am a believer of when you start seeing things, like I always dreamt of yellow beads. Well, you know, my nails were always 2 inches long, so I didn't like those little seed beads getting under my nails. So I didn't like that dream very much. But I knew it meant something. So in listening to that dream, and I had a lot of seed beads are really, really super duper tiny beads. And I didn't particularly like using them very much. How can I lose something putting it in my bra? Damn. Is it over there? No. Is it over there? No. Oh, man. I cannot believe it. Did I put my hairpin in my head? No. How could I lose a hairpin? Oh well. So if you feel, see, it's all about feeling. I don't care how many of you out there think you have to be initiated, you have to jump through hoops, you have to. Spirit comes to people in different ways for different reasons. It's none of your business what that reason is. Though I understand, don't write to me about this. I understand that you feel you have to go to Africa and get initiated and pay $25,000. I value that for some, not everybody. I am a healer. I'm not only going to be a Yoruba priestess and do healing. I'm Tasha. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a witch. I'm a this. I'm a that. I'm whatever the healing is where I'm getting in. So then I didn't feel I needed to be initiated for that. I call on Baba Luaye. I call on Osain. Baba Luaye is the Orisha for diseases, and Osain is for a healer of plants, a healer using plants, to heal. So by you having, that dream, I would say you wouldn't have had the dream for no reason. Write it down, put it in your journal, remember it, and keep on staying open and seeking. So now you're going to go for yourself, because I don't believe everything everybody says, because, a lot of people believe, well, I won't say that. Be nice. A lot of people believe you have to be initiated to speak to Orisha, and I just don't believe that. And then they say you can talk to some, but you can't talk to Loa, but you can't talk to this, and you can't talk to that, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that. If they come to you, they talk to you for whatever reason they had to use you as a messenger, a message bearer, whatever you want to call it, okay? What is the best way to begin to honor Orisha? Well, you honor your Orisha depending on which one it is, just like I made the necklace, right? I made this necklace for somebody. I don't want to say her name. She might not want anybody to know. And it has all the different symbols and stuff on it for 10, 11 different Orisha. Okay, so that's for Yemaya, the dolphin, and so forth and so on. Okay, so you have all the... So when I go to Elegua, Eshu, Legba, then I would, go to sit on the toilet, and you go to the crossroads, and I sit with him, and I say, a prayer to him, thank you for allowing me to be in your presence. I need your assistance in opening the crossroads for blah, 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 a new job, a new apartment, a new, teacher, and whatever. And as I'm sitting here looking at the snake or a raven or coyote, and I have a coyote here that I'm giving to her because this one was too big. It wouldn't match the rest on the necklace. So I'm going to make that one for her separately. And I would hold this individual one in my hand. You can do it however you want. This is just how I do it. And this is the purpose of me making this necklace and selling them. So if you want one, send me $25 to tashaspeaks@gmail.com. There are thousands of ways to honor, worship, and each person will tell you something different, specifically those that have already been initiated. And I listen to those just like I listen to everybody, but most of all, I listen to my spirit. And I understand that a lot of you that are initiated believe spirits and Orisha are two different things, but neither one of them have a body. So to me, they're all spirits. That's Tasha's opinion, okay? So you, LD, you have to decipher that for yourself. But there's countless videos, and eventually you learn who are the real trustworthy person to believe in. But you still have to go on your own spirit that's inside you and say, is that person right? Is that? Because let's face it, you know, a lot of them out there are so... I just don't believe everything they say because of how they approach the situation. You know, and a lot of people say, yeah, well, Tasha, you make videos in your bedroom with all that ugly shit behind you. You can't be very serious. Sure I can. I don't have any place else to make videos, you know, that the light is bright enough in the afternoon. So, but after a while, you might do like I do and just join groups, and then you see who the serious people are, and then you start listening to them. And then you ask Oshun for another teacher, and another teacher, and another teacher, and another teacher. And then you'll figure out which books are the best ones for you to learn from, because I don't believe everybody's meant to learn from $1,000 book just because somebody, Boo Boo Kitty, said it was the best. It might not be the best for you. It was the best for Boo Boo Kitty and whoever bought that book for Boo Boo Kitty, you know? Okay, so, which Orisha should I ask for help with burning a road opener candle? Well, the road opener is... It also depends on which branch of ATR, African Religious Tradition, you're going to follow, because they call a lot of Orishas by a slightly different name. Like I prefer to relate to Yoruba. Okay, so I call him Eshu. Okay, the little... And Eshu is not a mask, it's not a face. Eshu is the thing that looks like a little mound of dirt with cowrie shell eyes and mouth. That thing is Eshu, okay? His soul, if you go to one that is initiated through Ifa or through Yoruba, and they make this Eshu for you with the spirit and the secret herbs and stuff in it, okay? And then they bless it and give it to you, and they bless you. And on the other hand, a lot of people believe you cannot do that. I've gotten scolded for making my Orisha kits. Yeah, and those of you that are initiated with any common sense realize you don't need to get on me about this. But a lot of the Santeria people get on me about that, and that's okay, because God made me big for a reason. I can take it. You know, the babies might not be able to take it, so that's okay. I can take it. It's none of your business what I do. I do what... Oh, that originally got started because I made something for my own altar, and I called it, you know, the Oshun kit. And they're like, what? You can't be calling that. Are you initiated? It's none of your business what I am and what I am not. No, boo-boo, no. When you pay my rent and bills and food, we can discuss it then. And until then, mind your own damn business about Tasha Lene Harris, okay? Yeah, okay, thank you. Stay on your side. Stay on your side, honey. And I just explain it to them, you know. I do what I feel led to do, just like you do what you feel led to do. Okay, end of discussion. I'm still here to learn, but you don't have to, like, you know, judging by the words both men, excuse me, 3 men because I never have a problem with women trying to change me. Just men. Just Santeria men. Yeah. Okay? Oh, well, give me a hard time about it. And I don't care about that. I study lots of different religions for the purpose of learning to be a better healer. And if I can heal myself of diabetes, I could probably do one or two other things. Arthritis, migraines. Oh, I used to have migraines all the time. But anyway, so who you should ask for is who came to you, because I do feel that they come to you to work with them. Okay? And though I know there's lots of different categories of spirit and spiritualism, which I feel that is, because again, they don't have a body. They might have had a body at one time, but they ain't got one right now. So they're a spirit, okay? Don't write to me about that. So, in your dream, Oshun came to you. So, work with her. Osane and Babaluae have not come to me. However, in my mind, I have a little door that Ryan gave me. In my mind, I go to that little door and I knock and I'm like, hello? Can I come in? I'm just going to stand outside the door and wait to be let in. And that's it. So I'm waiting. And I'm going to keep on waiting because I have to be. Yeah, so you always hear me telling you, as soon as I leave this situation and move on up to where I really want to be. No, in between that and there is going to be a really big, beautiful apartment, which I can start all my little herb babies growing, okay? And start my own botanica in my own house. Oh, you will also find people saying a different name for the branch of ATR called Santria, or the men are called Santero, and that is Lukumi. Okay, so you hear people say Santera or Lukumi, okay, and that's kind of sort of, in my mind, you can correct me on that, the same branch. Okay, they just call it two different things. Okay, so what is my next one? It is, I don't. So that's the same as me. I'm on one path of healing, teaching, and growing. To me, that's the only path there is. Well, you know what I mean, LD. You know what I mean. So when they come to me, and this other spirit comes to me, and this other spirit comes to me, and this alien comes to me, and this little dog comes to me, and a little cat comes to me, and my grandma and auntie, and blah, blah, blah. Because ancestors are ancestors, but they're still spirits too. They help me just like all the other billions of them out there help me too. Okay? I mean, even the little wolf helps me. So that's what I'm going back to dreams. Yeah, so now I know when a new man is coming into my life, I dream about wolves. It used to be probably 3 years ago, it changed. Because before that, it was just black dogs. And now, when I dream about a wolf of any color, a new man comes into my life. So I'm like, what's that noise? Are you guys talking? I forgot Papa's taking a shower. Okay, let's get back on focus here. Sorry. She's so funny. So, which is that? Okay, see, A lot, again, this is the thing that I personally am on the fence about, because I have studied a lot of religions. I will always stay open. I don't necessarily believe that there's just one of anything, because even if you're Ifa, and a lot of people say, oh, well, you're Ifa, you know, you're like a doctor, you have to study for 10 years. Just an example. Again, don't write to me about that. Or if you're Yoruba, then you have to do this. If you are Lukumi, then you have to do this. If you are Paulo, you have to do this. If you know, I found it best for Tasha to go with your feelings. And I just ask God, source, spirit, great spirit, lead me to my next teacher, or bring my next teacher to me. Okay, and again, some people will say you have to do it this way, and you have to do it this way. No, I'm big. I get in where I fit in. Oh, how sweet. He's really becoming a sweetheart. No, I can't tell you his name yet. He might not like that. How sweet. I love that about men. Okay, so specific to Yemaya, she has lots of paths. This is true. See, so just like the Yemaya serves all those branches of ATR. Which one you want to be is whichever one you want to be. But whatever one it is you want to be, or whichever direction she leads you in, just go that way. You know, and you're going to know, because you're going to start learning, oh, well, this branch does it this way, but this branch does it this way. And then eventually, I'm slow, and it took me a while. I joined like 10, you know, voodoo groups, or 10 ATR groups. I'll put it that way. I won't say voodoo, because a lot of people say that that's not the same thing. But to me, again, it's all about spirit. So to me, it is the same thing, even though I recognize it's not for you, some of you watching this video, okay? Again, I don't want to hear about that either, okay? This is just Tasha's opinion of someone that's asking me questions right now on Facebook, okay? So, you're going to take the one that makes you feel, hold it. You're going to accept the one that you are most easy to understand. Is what I heard. With, well, see, yes, so the Loa is, you know, one thing, and the Orisha is another, and then they, and I understand what you mean, but I have to tell you the truth, I don't understand all that, because again, to me, they're just spirits, and who's ever talking, I'm gonna listen to. So for that lesser or higher thing, I can't answer that one. The only way I can answer that is do what your gut tells you to do. See, and a lot of people, can I automatically be out of the gate a daughter of Yemaya? A lot of people will tell you no, but I'm not a lot of people, and it's only my channel. So I say again, get in where you fit in. If she says, if she comes to you, but you said originally Orisha, Oshun came to you. Okay, so I understand you often see Oya, Oshun, and Yemaya together in pictures and whatnot, and I haven't learned that. Well, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. I have read several different apataki on that, different stories about their background, the three working together. Okay, so but that's not today's lesson. You need to go to one that knows more about that than myself. I don't know much about that story, okay, between those three. However, I call myself in private a daughter of Oshun, a child of Oshun, a child of Eshu, a child of other entities that are not ATR. Okay, first it all started with Coventina for me, okay, and she's Celtic. And then there was Kuan Yin. And then there was Eshu. The dream I had right after the yellow beads was red and black beads. So I went to a group, and this wonderful, wonderful, beautiful person, Toi La France, helped me put it all together. And Isaiah Williams, they helped me put it all together to make sense. So I put all those dreams together. See, this is why I say write everything down. Don't think you're going to remember it, because we're human. We don't. And they helped me understand the dream and what it meant, because I was dreaming about 5 pennies and honey and yellow beads and bees. And at the time I thought it was a hummingbird, but now I see it was really dragonfly, which was for Oshun. And it all eventually made sense. So again, I would tell you to go within your soul and search your soul for that answer. Okay, I've not talked. Can you do you banish Orishas? I would hope not, because they're your helpers and guides. Okay, excuse me. Some people don't like me using that words because it's for like spiritualism and not Orisha, and they're two different things. They're all spirits. I'm not banishing anybody. I would just wait for information. That's it. I would just wait and write it down. Okay? I've been told, what? I've been told. It depends on the reason for them coming to you. I'm sure you can tell them just like any other, like having a gift. I know a lot of people who say, I don't want to see things. I don't want to see dead people. I don't want to talk to dead people. And then after they wish it away, they wish they would have had it. And yeah, that's another video. Anyway, I have never heard of anyone banishing Orisha. Well, there's other things you can leave, beside food, or what types of food, because, bugs don't attract to just everything. And, some people leave out like a whole pie. I don't do that. No, I will leave, a cracker, a little bite, like a 1-inch piece of, peach, sunflower seeds, and, little tiny stuff that'll fit on a little Barbie plate. That's about as much food as I leave out, because I too don't want to take that chance, especially since I live in somebody else's house, of attracting bugs. So what I have learned to do instead, believe it or not, is I buy plastic fruit. I buy it and then I bless it on the new moon, full moon, and I'm trying to use my quarter moons more also. But I put out other things for them, like this, okay? Like your candles. Leave candles there for them. There's other things. I'm going to send you this list right now for Orisha. Oops, sorry. That you can leave out. That's not food. Oops. Sorry. Oops. So yeah, when I do, my stuff, I do it like this. So my sister Linda gave me this, right? So I waited. I got it like today. Well, we just had a new moon, so I waited till the time. You check almanac.com, put your zip code in, and it'll give you the exact time of your moons. Okay, so at 5:32 a.m. I got up and I took her out. I call her Oshun because to me she represents Oshun with her cute little dress and whatnot, right? And I blessed her, and I talked to Mother Moon, and I talked to the spirit of Oshun, and I said, I'm going to name you Oshun, and you're going to sit right here on my bench and bless everything I make. Okay? Now, in my own place, I would also have, well, my candles are over there. I have a little chime candle, something just a little bit bigger than a birthday candle, in a little holder thing, and I set that in front of her. So at least every night when I sit here at my bench to create something and I light her candle for at least a full 2 minutes, and I pray to Eshu, a red candle, and his belongings. I have like you know, the game jacks with the rubber ball and the little metal cross things. So I have a little jacks, and I have a little baby whistle, and I have little toys and stuff for Eshu, because he likes toys and stuff. And quite often, like when I buy candy, I will leave one in the wrapper and put it on his side, okay? And then I light a red candle for him. And that is one good habit I have gotten into. So in the morning now, even before I get out of bed, I visualize my altar, how it was. Oh, I love my altars. And I have more than one. I have more than 7 altars most of the time. So in my head, I say the prayer for Eshu, you know, please, you know, open the crossroads to all prosperity and 10 new customers today. And, you know, help me walk through the other side of the crossroad for whoever I'm supposed to assist in life today, so forth and so on. So you just got to really get in where you fit in, and once you start learning more and more and more, you're going to know which direction that is, and then you will worship that way. But yes, I know lots of people who put out plates and plates and plates and plates and plates and plates and plates of food. And when I lived on my own, I would put out, you know, a apple slice, a pear slice, a peach slice, a strawberry tonight, and then of course I would leave it there maybe 2 or 3 days, and then I would replace it. But you just have to go with your own spirit right now, and just listen to them. They'll tell you what they want. They will tell you, like honey. I had no clue why I was just craving honey, and it's not like I usually eat honey. I do eat blackstrap molasses that Vanessa sent me. Yes, I do. And other things, I was just craving them, and I knew it wasn't me because I don't usually eat a lot of things that I was craving, you know, like papaya. I love papaya, but I don't usually just go buy papaya, you know. So I craved that, and I bought 2 or 3 of those, and I set a little piece out on a dish, and, you know, and you're going to work it how your spirits tell you to. So when you start having these dreams and whatnot, that's why you write them down, so you can remember. So what do your dreams tell you for yourself, for your own good? Not getting a reading from somebody else, you know, but for me, the best thing that my dream told me about Tasha is, I'm so happy that I can, I am so happy that I can talk to that person in my dream and know that I don't want to kill him. That makes my heart sing, because of course at one time I did. I had thoughts of putting lots of pins in his body and putting a leather thong around his hoo-hoo and wetting it and putting him out in the desert. We have one here. And as it dries, you know, it tightens and tightens and tightens and tightens, and his dick would eventually fall off. So I don't think that anymore. I don't. I really don't. I don't have the desire to hurt anybody, no matter how sick they are. And I don't even know if he's like that now, today. But according to this dream, I know that he's not. He's quite a changed person now, just because of the dream that I had and the length of time we talked. That is another thing I'm really proud of for myself. It felt like in the dream, well, because I went to bed early because I worked today, so I think I went to bed at what, 10 o'clock, 12, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I had a good full 8 hours sleep. Oh, I even got up like 5 minutes after my alarm clock was supposed to go off, and I'm like, what? It was cloudy, so I thought it was like 2 in the morning and Papa's light was still on. And I looked at my cell phone and I'm like, what? 6:10, holy shit. Let me, because, I don't like being off schedule. Thank you, Spirit, for waking me up. I set my alarm clock for 6:30, 7 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. Anyway, I was really happy with myself for the duration of time. It seems like the whole dream, my whole night's sleep. Oh no, I got up to go pee twice, sorry. Well, in between that, I went back to sleep and I finished the conversation, and I'm really happy because in the dream, we both just came in from work. I, gave him a key to my place, whatever, and we're eating together, sleeping together at this point, but we weren't like touching. And I'm a very touchy, huggy, kissy person. I just like touching people. And I know a lot of people don't like to be touched. That's okay. I don't touch those people. And I told him, I said, well, we haven't even hugged or kissed or nothing. Hug me. and then that's when I started asking him questions. Where have you been? What are you doing? Do you have a son? Because I think I said that part already in the video. A long time ago when I first started dreaming about him, they had a son. She got pregnant and had a son. And then I'm thinking it was another woman. He got pregnant and he was with her for many, many years. And at first it was very uneasy. And then it's just like using your gifts. You just learn to roll with it. I mean, what am I going to do? God, don't let me dream that stuff. No, I have to learn to, don't you go off. You're charging my phone. I had to learn to look at the face of the devil. Okay, we're charging. And confront all my fears. I'll never forget, I was 35. Between 30 and 35, I gave myself 5 years to get over all my fears. And that was one of them, because you figure, I mean, in a human's mind, that's probably the worst thing you could face next to your mother if she's pissed. Well, my mother. And so I said, okay, I want to learn to get over all my fears. So I held the spider and I did this. And, and I want to tell you everything. Come on now. And I said, okay, my biggest thing is I know I can do anything as soon as I see the eyes of the devil, whatever that would be, and face him. And then I did my, set out my little intention thing, and it took like 2 years, but it finally happened. So, of course, I'm in a little alleyway, and around the corner there's this little shadow figure thing with, just red eyes. Because we've seen red eyes, so we know what red eyes are. I think that we don't know what God or the devil or a lot of stuff looks like, because it's really not tangibly here on earth. It's a spiritual entity. And so I said whatever I told myself all these years I was going to say, and I was really proud of myself. Poof, it disappeared. And that was it. So that's another part of the reason why I know I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not afraid of death. And, when I see somebody getting in a fight, I don't have a problem breaking it up and doing the right thing, So when you dream your dreams, I hope you're able to write them down. And for those of you that say I don't dream, that is scientifically proven to be incorrect. We all go somewhere. If you choose to not remember, that's one thing, but scientifically and spiritually proven through mediumship that we all dream. You see, I must be high as a kite, right? Because I haven't yawned once in this video. Anyway, thank you, LD. I love you. Mwah, mwah. You're going to get your goodies hopefully on Monday. And thank you for the love and support. And as usual, this is Tasha Harris with tashastouch.com and theangels.us. I love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. And like B. Scott used to say, bye, 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 bye. Well, he said hi, but I'm saying bye. You'll be good to yourself. I'm going to go cook something for dinner. I love you guys. I'll see you online. Bye.